Friends, prepare to be shocked, because today I'm going to tell you about people who have been in situations where they should have died, but somehow miraculously survived. From drilling their own head to falling out from an airplane without a parachute. Warning, don't try to do this at home. All tricks were performed by a professional. Well, almost a professional. This is Lindsey Harding, a true expert in skydiving, but one of her jumps almost turned out to be fatal. Her parachute didn't open. Lindsey Harding fell almost 2 kilometers and landed right on some power lines. They absorbed her fall and she survived, breaking only a couple of ribs, her pelvis and nose. Even more amazingly, Lindsey didn't give up her passion and returned to skydiving. And this is Bobby Leech. In 1911, he climbed into a metal barrel and jumped in it from the top ledge of the Niagara Falls straight into the water. He became the second person to survive such a stunt. 15 years later, however, he slipped on an orange peel and broke his leg. The fracture caused gangrene and led to the death of the daredevil, who had previously survived a far more dangerous situation. Let's move on. Meet Franois Salac. In 33 years, he has survived several near-death experiences, for which he is considered the world's most luckiest man. He cheated death in a train wreck, a plane crash, a bus crash, 3 car accidents, and once he was hit by a bus. Each time, Franois survived accidents in which others would have inevitably died. After all his misadventures, in 2003, the world's luckiest man won a large sum in a lottery. And this is Franois Sullivan, who even made it into the Guinness Book of Records as the man who survived the most lightning strikes. He was struck by lightning 7 times in his life, and for that he was known as Human Lightning Rod. Sullivan died in 1983, but not because of lightning. The official version says that the 71-year-old record breaker committed suicide because of unrequited love. And now for the best part. This is builder Ron Hunt. This happened in 2003, when he was standing on a ladder and drilling a hole with a 45-centimeter drill bit. But the ladder was poorly placed and a little loose. Ron ignored safety precautions and almost paid with his life. You may have guessed by now that at some point the ladder began to fall. The good thing was that Ron's fall was soft and he didn't even break anything. The bad thing was that the drill flew out of his hands during the fall, described a beautiful arc, and went right into the builder's eye. The drill kept spinning and went easily through the brain and skull, coming out the other side. Only then did it stop. Logic says that he should have died on the spot, but Ron didn't even realize what had happened until his hands touched the drill bit that went into his eye. Then he still calmly felt the end of the drill coming out of the back of his head. Surprisingly, he did not panic and was taken to the hospital while conscious. After that, the doctors began to worry. They couldn't figure out how to get the drill out of his head without killing Ron. Then it got even better. They scanned him and found that the drill had threaded in his head, and there was only one way to get it out. Yes, you guessed it right. They just started unscrewing the drill out of his head. And it worked. The doctors couldn't believe it. Throughout the entire process, Hunt, who was conscious but under anesthesia, even joked around constantly. It turned out that there was very little brain damage, so now Ron had only 2 problems: a big hole in the back of his head and 1 eye less. There was, of course, some nerve damage and other minor problems, but overall, Hunt was in remarkably good shape for a man who had drilled his own brain. Later, Ron opened a museum in his home where he keeps the drill from the accident. He gave up his job as a construction worker, and now his main hobby is to go on TV shows and tell his amazing story. Well done, Tony. You're a great actor. You did a great job playing all the roles in today's video. Friends, tell us in the comments what cases of incredible luck have happened to you. The best stories will be featured in the next video. And don't forget to visit our channel next Thursday to be the first to see the new episode of Super Tony. Bye-bye!